Hey, folks out there in video land, this is Perrine. We're doing a virtual concert here down at Cant because of COVID. And I tell you, I miss all you folks and hope to see you soon. This has been really a bad year for everybody, and I think we're finally making it through. But it's my pleasure to be down here at Cant today and doing something that I enjoy doing for you folks. And I hope this turns out. I was telling the people that's around me right now, this is the first time I've ever done a virtual concert. So we'll see whether or not how things go, okay? So we're going to kick off with some of the old classic country. You guys know that's what I do mostly. And we're going to kick off with a Merle Haggard song called a little thing called the Workin Man Blues. It's a big job just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. I've been a working man, dang it, all my life. Well, I'll be working long as these 2 hands are fit to you. I'll drink my beer in the tavern and I'll sing a little bit of these working man blues. I keep my nose on the grindstone and I work hard every day. Might get a little tired on the weekend. After I draw my pay, I'll go back to work. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. I'll drink a little beer that evening and I'll sing a little bit of these working man blues. Sometimes I think about leaving, do a little bumming around, throw my bills out the window, catch a train to another town. I'll be working, gotta buy my kids new shoes. I'll drink a little beer in the tavern and I'll sing a little bit of working man blues. This is all for all you working men and women out there. Drink a little beer in the tavern and I'll sing a little bit of these working man blues. Hey, this song goes out for all you working men and women out there. So Merle Haggard was a big influence in my life, and when I was learning to do a little bit of country music, and back in those days, you just had the country music and people played 3 chords and songs had a message and you didn't have a lot of drums and so on. So I think I'm just going to always be old school. Hope someone likes that, okay? Here's a little thing called Who Left the Door of Heaven Open by Hank Thompson. Goes something like this. Someone must have known that I was lonely. That's why they sent you to me from above. I know someone must have heard me crying and gave me such an angel to love. Who left the door to heaven open, and who turned their head for a moment, and who told you that my heart was broken, and who left the door to heaven open. Heaven just can't be the same without you. I guess you must have been their brightest star. And tonight, I know the angels all will miss you, but they know just exactly where you are. And who left the door to heaven open? Who turned their head for a moment? And who told you that my heart was broken? And who left the door to heaven open? Yes, who left the door to heaven open? So anyway, yeah, generally I have a crowd out in front of me, and, you know, you guys are yelling out songs. They do this one and do that one, so, you know, I have that repertoire to work from, you folks. But today I don't have that particular luxury, so we're basically just doing things that I remember some of you always liking, okay? Here's an old Willie Nelson song. Willie had a big hit on it, and so did everybody else. A little thing called All of Me. It goes something like this. All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my arms, I want to lose them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. And I know I'm no good without you. Well, you took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my arms, I want to lose them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. And I know I'm no good without you. Well, you took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Well, why not take all of me? All of Me by Mr. Willie Nelson. Okay, I'm thinking, you know how the guy used to be on late night show, what was his name? All had the Swami hat, I can't think of his name now. You guys would help me out there if I knew who I was talking about, right? Okay, well, we're going to see if we can find ourselves another song here to do, and I hope you guys are getting a lot of entertainment, virtual concert. It's the only way we can do it right now. In fact, I hadn't played except with today's date, I hadn't played since February 11th of 2020. So, I'm sort of like, it's not like riding a bicycle, is it, folks? Here's a little Ricky Skaggs for you called Crying My Heart Out Over You. Oh, is there? Okay, we're getting a little technical problem here. Hold on. Still there? Okay. Yeah, we're worried about, I was just telling my cameraman, okay? I didn't catch his name, so we'll catch his name later on. You guys probably already know who he is. But we've got two sound systems going on here. He's doing recording and I'm doing singing. So it's sort of unique. Here we go, a little thing called Crying My Heart Out Over You by Ricky Skaggs. Somewhere the music's playing soft and low, and another holds the one that I love so. I was blind, I could not see that you meant the world to me, but like a fool I stood and watched you go. Ever since you went away, I cry a little more each day, 'cause I'm crying my heart out over you. I hear you whispering in the gloom. I miss your picture on the wall. I hear your footsteps in the hall, while I'm crying my heart out over you. Now I'm crying my heart out over you. Those blue eyes now they smile for someone new. Ever since you went away, I cry a little more each day, 'cause I'm crying my heart out over you. Now I'm crying my heart out over you. Old Ricky Skaggs number right there. Do we have any Conway Twitty fans out there? I bet we do, huh? Well, we'll do one after a while. Just teasing you. I like George Strait. Anybody George Strait fans out there? Oh, I can see the room just standing up. Yeah, everybody is. All three of you. Here's a little thing called A Fire I Can't Put Out by the great George Strait. It goes something like this. I'm finding out how hot an old flame can burn. You're a feeling I haven't forgotten, a love I can't unlearn. You become a memory I can't live without. You'll always be a fire I can't put out. Don't know how to handle this dream you left behind. It's like a lighted candle burning up my mind. At least I'm happy knowing what love is all about. You'll always be a fire I can't put out. Embers to ashes, that's how it should be. You'd think by now my heart would know it could set you free. The things I've tried, the tears I've cried, I guess there's no doubt you'll always be a fire I can't put out. Don't know how to handle this dream you left behind. It's like a lighted candle burning up my mind. At least I'm happy knowing what love is all about. You'll always be a fire I can't put out. You'll always be a fire I can't put out. George Strait. Great song by Mr. George Strait, okay. Let's do a little Conway Twitty song here for you. I said I would, so let me pick one out here. I never have a fixed show, and you folks who come to my shows know I don't have a fixed show. In fact, I always ask you, what do you want to hear, right? 9 times out of 10, you're going to say, hello, darling, okay? So let's just do hello, darling. Goes something like this. Conway left us way too soon. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be. How's your new love? Are you happy? Hope you're doing fine. Just to know that means so much to me. What's that, darling? How am I doing? Well, I'm doing all right, except I can't sleep, and I cry all night till dawn. What I'm trying to say is I love you, and I miss you, and I'm so sorry that I did you wrong. Look up, darling. let me kiss you. Just for old time's sake, let me hold you in my arms one more time. Well, thank you, darling. May God bless you. May each step you take bring you closer to the things you seek to find. Well, goodbye, darling. I gotta go now. Got to try to find a way to forget a love so warm and so true. And if you should ever find it in your heart to forgive me, come back, darling, I'll be waiting for you. Goodbye, darling. Okay. I hope that's one you guys like by Conway. I know we have some George Jones fans out there too, so let's do a George Jones song. Now, George has so many good songs, okay? So we're going to do two of George because I have to do two of them, okay? That's all there is to it. And then, I don't know what kind of schedule we're on here. I generally do a 45-minute show, an hour show. And we'll let the cameraman sort of give me like one or two songs left, and then we're going to sort of turn this virtual reality video into virtual TV show for some of you folks out there, I guess, okay? A little thing called the love bug. Since we've got a bug going around the last year or so, I think we're just going to pick on a bug right now. Here's a little thing called the love bug. It has, I think, a better outcome most of the time. Here it goes. Well, I was ruining the roost. I had all the chicks to myself. Then suddenly it happened. A funny little feeling I felt. Well, I tried to outrun it, but it finally caught up with me. Well, how can I run from something that I just can't see? Oh, that little bitty teeny weeny thing called the love bug. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's got the whole world shook up. Well, it all started with a little bitty kiss and a hug. That itchy bitchy teeny weeny thing called the love bug. Oh, I'll take it, band. I had me a pretty good style. Well, I lost that race by a good old country mile. I was walking around with my head held way up high. Then it fooled me, hit me, really took me by surprise. Oh, that little bitty teeny weeny thing called the love bug. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's got the whole world shook up. Well, it all started with a little bitty kiss and a hug. That little bitty teeny weeny thing called the love bug. That little bitty teeny weeny thing called the love bug. Okay, and as usual, George had some songs out there that when you ask people what songs they'd like to hear by George, 9 times out of 10, well, for Conway, it's Hello, Darling, okay? And for Merle Haggard, it's like Mama Tried. And for George Jones, it's called He Stopped Loving Her Today. I mean, you know, everybody does that one. So let's do that one right now. I know it's a sad song, but it's a great song, okay? So we'll sing it anyway. It goes something like this. He said, I'll love you till I die. She said, you'll forget in time. As the years went slowly by, she still prayed up on his mind. Kept her picture on his wall. Went half crazy now and then. He still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by his bed, dated 1962, and underlined in red every single I love you. I went to see him just today, but I didn't see no tears. All dressed up to go away. First time I've seen him smile in years. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Well, you know, she came to see him for one last time. Oh, we all wondered if she would. And you know, it kept running through my mind. This time he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Well, I think the old clock on the wall is about catching up to us here. You know, I always like to end the show with a gospel song, and I always ask you guys, what's your favorite gospel music? And guess what do you always tell me? I mean, you always come up with a song called Amazing Grace, which is a great gospel song, by the way. I mean, yes, it is. But there's so many out there, and I'm going to do a couple here for you, and then we're going to end our show with Amazing Grace, okay? So here's one right here I'd like to do for you right now. This is a song that a lot of people think that Elvis Presley did this song, but it's a guy named Carol Robertson, and Carol sounds a lot like Elvis, okay? So you can Google it. It's called One Pair of Hands, and Carol sounds a lot like Elvis, so make up your own story, but I kind of think this song was written and done after Elvis had been passed for several years. It goes like this. This is an uplifting song. We certainly need one. One pair of hands form the mountains. One pair of hands form the sea. One pair of hands made the sun and the moon, every bird, every flower, every tree. One pair of hands formed the valleys, the oceans, the rivers, and the sands. Those hands are so strong when life goes wrong. Put your faith into one pair of hands. One pair of hands healed the sick. One pair of hands raised the dead. One pair of hands calmed the raging storm. Thousands of people were fed. One pair of hands said, I love you. Those hands were nailed to a tree. Those hands are so strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. This last year life went wrong, didn't it? It's going to get straightened out for us if we can stick to it. Those hands are so strong when life goes wrong. Put your faith into one pair of hands. Put your faith into one pair of hands. One pair of hands, okay. So right now I think we're going to finish the song, finish my setup here with a little thing called Amazing Grace. Everybody asked for it, so let's just do it, okay? I hope to see you all soon in live. This video thing ain't what it's made out to be, believe me, okay? Here we go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, oh, but now I'm found. I was blind, oh, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet that sound that saved a wretch like me. was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, oh, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, oh, but now I'm found. I was blind, oh, but now I see. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen out there in TV land. Hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.